Alright, it's time to make this thing sound bloody good. So no more sounding like a big old lazy big block, just like pop, 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 pop. Here's where we're at now. Just mocked up these two 90-degree down pipes into that X pipe there. I'm going to move this for you. X pipe, and then I'm going to run some of this pipe at an angle and make some NASCAR style boom tubes. So all I could get hold of that was sort of the narrowest and widest was this cattle rail. I think it's about 120 by 40. So what I'm going to do, I've just ground these edges here, tack them together. Those will get slash cut like that to match the body, and they'll just tuck out there somewhere. So I'll get them tacked together, the other one done. Have to figure out a way to mount them and then join the pipe in between, but got to pull this all off and weld it up. Once I've tacked it all, that'll probably be tomorrow's job. I've got to go pick the kids up from school in a little while, and yeah, so I'll get some tacks on that and then get stuck into it. Alright, so I've just done a bit of a test here. I just sort of squashed that in the vise, so that goes from 3" down to that shape. Just split one of these in half. It's going to get tacked sort of like that. Rough enough anyway. And then I'll cut that around there, so that's how it will work. And then each slash cut along there. And then obviously fill that bit in. So I might just tack it and then trim it and see how we go. Alright, so welded up the front part of the pipes. Did a bit of McFarlane fab, if you know what that means. Now, trying to figure out the placement of these boom tubes. So, there it is, sort of sitting under there. I want to leave a bit of clearance under there because I might get a deeper pan for this transmission. So yeah, basically I can put them wherever. From that's as far back, or I can push them more at the side. But I'm thinking, just because I have trouble with this smoke filling up the cab. So normally these pipes would come out sort of out here. But I'm wondering whether I run it like that and then just cut it back this way a little bit in the hopes that with this exhaust velocity coming out here, it might sort of, it'll probably suck that smoke out a little bit. If I have them right back here, I don't know if it's going to have as much of an effect. So if I can sort of run them like that, I'll still come out the side a little bit, but then cut them back like that and like that. Just not exactly sure. I think I've got to try everything I can to get it to create some suction and pull the smoke out from there. So you can see there where it's sort of lined up. Shouldn't be too hard to fit that little pipe in there, and then do the same on the other side. Yeah, then I'll have to sort out some sort of little hanger thing off the back or the side, I'm not sure yet. So yeah, maybe that's where it'll end up being. Yeah, like I said, I've got to find a solution for that smoke filling up the cab. I can't even see the dash or anything, so hopefully this is it. It's done. Well, good enough for now anyway. So there we go. Big boom tubes. So like I said, the idea is to hopefully push some smoke out of the guards. So yeah, basically I just got to slide it back underneath. See how it sounds. And fingers crossed it sounds good. It's been a fair bit of work. Oh well, I'm not going to know till I bolt it up. So next clip you see will be how it sounds. Alright, it's done. So fingers crossed it sounds good. I think it's going to be friggin' loud, and just hopefully it gives me that bit more revvy noise than the big slow big block noise. So battery on. I hope I haven't fried everything by welding it. Yeah, it's pretty stable on there. So I've got an issue. I didn't realise how little ground clearance this thing had. So the exhaust is basically sitting on the ground at current ride height. So I'm going to have to, I can probably bash the exhaust up just a little bit, but I might just have to end up raising these coilovers up and then doing the same at the rear. So yeah, I'll have to raise them up as well. I can probably gain an inch of clearance without looking too ridiculous. And then obviously I'm going to have to run 17s all the time for skids, or it's just going to be beached as. That's, yep, touching. Alright, so that was quite a bit of work, but it's done now. So the exhaust has been trimmed. I'll show a few photos that I documented on my Instagram. So I've cut the bottom off this exhaust, which will give me about an inch of clearance. Like that. And look at the result when I cut this bit off. Shaved about an inch off the bottom of it. So I had the car on the ground, got a bit of wood and got a texture and sort of ran it along so it'd be completely level with the ground. Did that, then I raised the rear up about 20 mil, just one hole, and the front about the same. So we'll just have to see how that goes with getting it on and off the trailer, and whether or not it'll clear with like the 17s to do a skid. Alright. So, look how filthy it is from being on the trailer the other day. Have to give it a clean. Anyway, yeah, start it up, bring it outside the shed here, just set the camera up. Hopefully this can pick up some decent sound, and what it sounds like now, it just sounds 100 times better. So, yeah, see how it goes.